All right, I'm excited about this one right here.
Definitely.
Red corner, you ready? Blue, you ready?
You got Jason Wood, 4 of his wins by submission, 2 by a knockout. So should be exciting. Both guys are finishers.
Yeah, and Jason is always aggressive, man. He always comes right out, throwing hard, looking for the takedown, looking to finish. Thomas Gifford here has a guillotine. He's looking to finish here on Jason Wood.
Thomas Gifford has a very awkward guard. It's very long, as you can see. He can complete a leg lock very easily from a closed guard position. I know from experience Jason Wood has a good top game. He's very heavy. He likes to pass a lot. So the two dynamics will be interesting to watch on the ground.
Yeah, and Jason will lay down some serious ground and pound on you, too.
Yeah.
So Gifford needs to
Very
respect.
active.
Yeah.
Watch that arm. Those long legs are going to be tough. And the knee slide. Very nice.
Excellent job by Jason Wood. Defended that arm bar. No, but Thomas Gifford right back to the guard.
Those legs are going to play a role in this fight. You can already tell. They're long. Those guys very active.
And Thomas looking for short elbows there from the bottom.
Strong punches from Jason Wood. It's so hard to advance in a closed guard with long legs like that unless the guy actually opens up.
Yeah, Jason with a double punch. And, man, Jason is always active with his punches, man. He's always hitting you from all angles on the ground. And really, it's hard for a guy on bottom to put up a lot of offense when you got a guy constantly in your face throwing punches, throwing body shots, head shots, elbows, coming from every angle.
Definitely. Again, over that leg, Jason looking to pass. Clean pass by Jason Wood.
Yeah, that shows his experience right there. He waited for Thomas to open his guard and passed right away.
Got the arm trapped. Good position for Jason Wood. He's going to the mount.
So he was maybe going to walk around for an arm bar there. Jason does a good job staying in top position. Thomas working hard to get out from bottom there.
And there's that crazy guard, those long legs. They're just so tough to deal with. There's a lot of positions that a guy that long can get from somewhere like the bottom that most guys can't.
That's one of the most unusual ways to replace guard right there.
Definitely.
Not many guys can do that.
You know, he can even take his back from that position. So
Body, head. Body, head. Punch to the body, elbow to the head.
fairly stagnant fight so far right here. Both guys trying to throw, protecting themselves very well. It's like Jason's just waiting for that guard to open so he can pass again.
Yeah, I think Thomas is hip to that too. He knows that if he opens his guard that Jason's going to quickly pass.
Keep working, gentlemen.
So, I mean, what does a guy like Thomas do here? I mean, this is not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's going to hold the fight, but you know, he's obviously a submission guy from his pro record. So
I see a little blood on the mat here. Which one's bleeding, Mark?
I had to pick. I'd say Thomas Gifford. I think he's been getting punched a little more than Jason has. This is kind of a stall position here. This is going to kind of probably just frustrate Jason Wood a little bit.
I think Jason Wood's got a bloody nose there. I told you he always bleeds, man, every fight. I don't know what it is. This guy.
Tricky, huh? We'll apply that attempt.
Yeah, and you can see as soon as Thomas Gifford opens the legs up, Jason is looking to pass.
Yeah, I think Jason's going to be waiting for that a lot of this fight.
Yeah, and this shows Jason Wood's experience. You know, like I say, he's an XFC vet, very well-rounded fighter, very tough, just a relentless attacker.
Again with the pass, looking to pass. Pushing the knee again, and he passes. I think with a guard like that, Jason's going to have to be more lower on the hips and control those hips a little more. See, he's just going to flail his legs up like this with the style of guard that Thomas Gifford's playing. I think he needs to be heavier on the hips, a little lower with the side mount.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just going to frustrate you all night.
Yeah, and Thomas looking to thread the leg through there to maybe get the back or get a triangle position.
And that's a bad position. That's potential for a reverse triangle there. That's not good. That is a reverse triangle.
Sure enough, it is. Yeah, but time ends here.
I think he's going to have to shut those hips down a little better.
Yeah, good round there for Jason Wood. Jason Wood did exactly what he wanted to do in that first round. He came out right away, took Thomas down, didn't want to play around with the stand-up. Thomas has got long limbs, took him down and controlled top position, was very active throwing punches. You know, my question is how does fatigue play in here for Jason Wood? I mean, he was very active in that first round, and he looks a little bit tired on the stool there. I know Jason didn't have really the kind of training camp he really wanted for this fight because he's having to work 12-hour days and, you know, he has a family. So can he keep this pace up? I think that's a question for me.
Definitely. Anytime you stay in a closed guard, it's a very vulnerable position for you as well, even if you're on top, because there's so many ways to get thrown off your base or get submitted, especially with a guy with legs like that. So Jason's working the whole time he's in that guard. He can't just stay still, so it can become a factor.
Yeah, in my estimate, what does Thomas need to do now? He lost that first round decisively. What does he need to do to turn it around?
I think his guard just needs to be more active. I think he's shown that he can cause a lot of trouble for Jason Wood with his guard. I think if he was more active, he'd be a little more successful in this fight.
Yeah, let's see what the stand-up. Maybe they come out and start banging a little bit. Let's see who's got the edge in stand-up.
Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Round 2.
Second time he's led with that punch. Kind of Randy Couture-ish.
Yeah, man, he's relentless with that takedown attempt, man. Yo, right to
Pass
side
again.
mount. This isn't looking good for Thomas.
See, if he allows those hips, and he doesn't stay heavy on those hips, he's going to come over him every time. So he can go to his back and reverse, and he's got to get his arm.
Wow, that was a crazy little scramble.
Yeah.
Somehow another Jason Wood ended up back on top into half guard. Thought for a moment there was going to get mounted. When Thomas Gifford timing the pass just right with the reversal. Wow.
That awkward guard, man, it's tough to deal with.
Yeah, but he timed Jason's hips just right. Jason was coming through, passing the guard. At that very moment, he found he was out a little bit out of balance and reversed him. That was impressive. Now we've got Thomas in Jason's guard. Let's see how active Jason's going to be from the bottom.
Triangle attempt. He shooks it to the side and he passes. Jason with underhook, quick, recovers. He still needs a reverse from here.
Four quarters position. This is a bad position for Jason, although Thomas is way high here on the back. You know, if Jason just bucks him forward, he might shake him right off.
He's got one hook, two.
Got both hooks, yeah. This is not a good position for Jason Wood. Jason needs to focus on defending his neck here.
Jason looks very calm there. He's grabbing the head. That's going to take away any kind of choke Thomas Gifford might go for. Not to mention he's a little high for a choke, so he can work some punches here. I think Jason Wood feels fairly comfortable so far.
And Thomas possibly looking from over the top for an arm bar. He's trying to lock that arm in position. He might slide his right leg over Jason's head and go for the arm bar. But I think Jason's aware of this. Jason's trying to remove the hooks.
Like Thomas is getting a little bit lower on the hooks. Now it's getting a little worse for Jason Wood here. He's got deep hooks. He's on his side.
Yeah, Jason's removed one of those hooks, so let's see if he can shake Thomas off. Yeah, this is not a good position to be in for Jason Wood. You know, he's got to think about the position. He's got to think about the submission. The punches are coming. You know, when somebody's on your back like that, it's really hard to do anything but defend. You know, I mean, although Thomas doesn't have both hooks, there's a possibility Jason here can turn him and turn him right into his half guard.
He may be working a choke. You know?
Yeah, but in this position, Jason needs to top Thomas's right arm and start walking himself to the right to shake him off.
Thomas Gifford starting to lose the back position a little bit.
And Jason turns in.
He can turn to half guard here. Or he can.
And a big elbow there. It looked like it was the back of the head almost. I don't know if the referee caught that.
Looks like Jason may be able to roll out of this if his arm is in trouble.
Yeah, watch
and
the
he's
arm.
out.
Good job from Jason Wood. Good job. Now he's looking to pass the guard.
Jason may pass again. It's a heavy top game.
Thomas saying something to his corner there about his mouthpiece. I think he'd be well served to focus on the fight here at hand.
Jason looking to pass again, and he passes.
Good job from Jason Wood.
Again, those hips.
Now, I thought by now Jason would have learned to stay heavy on his hips there because Thomas has got just, man, very flexible legs.
It's a very frustrating game for Thomas Gifford. Solid knees.
I tell you what, this is going to be a hard round to. If Jason starts to turn it up here, it might be a hard round to call. I had Thomas solidly winning the round until this.
Yeah.
I think Jason would be well served to just start laying the punches and elbows on. Just really start opening up, you know.
That or slide to mount, one or the other. I agree.
And he's got Thomas's right arm trapped. So Jason might look for the Kimura. And Thomas with a reversal. Wow. Man, how is he doing that?
Yeah, I don't.
All right, into round two.
Back and forth. Good fight.
Who would you give the round to?
I think Thomas Gifford was dominating that fight majority of the time.
I agree. You know, I think Jason could have made a good case for himself, though, at the end, if he would have put a lot more strikes down there at the end of the round. But you know, I just got to think right now fatigue is playing a role. It's got to be playing a role at this point.
Definitely. And most of the time, when you got long, flexible jiu-jitsu games like that, your best option is just to smash it. You just got to shut it down, and he's got to figure out a way to neutralize the game because it's getting Thomas Gifford out of a lot of bad positions right now that usually don't work for other guys without legs like that.
So, in your estimation, then, I mean, let's say Jason's down 2 rounds. Okay, going to the 3rd round, he's got to finish this fight. What does Jason do to finish this fight? Does he take him down again? Does he play the top position again? Does he keep it standing?
I may be inclined to try and keep it standing and see what happens there. The first round he looked promising on the ground, but the 2nd round I think he was a little outdone. So I maybe try my luck standing. See if he comes out with that lead hook again like he did the first 2 rounds.
You ready?
Yeah, Jason Wood definitely looks fatigued. Again, back to that guard.
It doesn't even look like Thomas is working hard at defending these takedowns. I mean, he seems like he's just comfortable being on his back.
I think he's pretty content being there. I think he sees as the fight's gone, his openings are coming more often. I think he's confident he's going to be able to catch something here as Jason gets tired.
Yeah, I think that Jason Wood needs a little bit of a sense of urgency here, you know, to finish this fight. He needs to be posturing and running some punches.
And there's an armbar attempt.
Thomas Gifford with a strong armbar attempt. It's like Wood is doing a good job of defending it, though. Thomas might get this stretched out here. Jason's not careful.
It looks tight. All Thomas has got to do is extend his back a little bit, and that's done. The joint's there. It's bad.
Yeah, that's tight. That is tight. That is tight. He can finish him right here.
He needs to uncross his legs and just kick the leg over Jason's head, and I think he'll finish it. There it is.
There it is.
That's it.
Wow.
I think that's that opening Thomas was looking for. I think he was confident enough in his guard to know that Jason was going to give him something to work with.
Wow. I thought Jason had that
Tough
defended
fight.
for a little while there.
Tough fight for Jason.
Very tough. Thomas Gifford gets his 5th win in the cage over a very tough Jason Ironman Wood.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 minute, 23 seconds into round number 3. We have a winner by armbar. Fighting out of Sheridan, Arkansas, Thomas Gifford.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Thomas Gifford. Thomas, a solid display of jiu-jitsu from both sides. Jason with the heavy passing game, you with the long technical guard, and I think somebody lost a tooth. Give me your thoughts on the fight.
I loved it, man. First of all, I want to thank Jesus Christ for the victory, for putting me through this. He's the only thing that got me through this. I'm tired. I was rocked the whole time. He knocked my tooth out. I'm hurting. But the good thing is, Jesus Christ came through for me. He's the only one who can do anything for me. God bless him and everybody else.
Well said, sir. Is there anybody in the crowd, your training camp, friends, family you'd like to thank tonight?
Team Relentless, Danny Dreen, Caleb Brooks, Mr. Cole, my dad, Thomas Gifford, my best friend, Ben Reynolds, my training partner out there, Coleman Stanton, my girlfriend's out there, her mom. They come all the way down here to watch me skip from Florida vacation. God bless us. Everybody have a good night.
Well said, sir. Thomas Gifford, ladies and gentlemen.